Alright y'all, welcome, and welcome back to another episode of Icebreaker. So we in here, we're defending the frontier. War is upon us, and the Russians aren't playing around. They already made their intentions clear. They need St. Petersburg. They need that, they want that, and they're gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna stop them. So, this guy's out here. He's looking weak, but you can never trust that, because they got reinforcements coming, because Moscow is like right here. And we got a little intel out here. We got our spy somewhere in the area, so he can kind of see, but we don't really trust it.
This panel gathers together useful information about the armed forces, agents, and
we don't trust it. We can definitely see that something's happening here.
These lists will provide a useful reference and means of locating individual characters, cities, etc. This tab lists all your agents, their available movement points, and current
So we got our
status.
spy.
They can be sorted by each of those headings.
And he's in position to do something. What we want to do is we need eyes on Moscow. We need that ASAP. But that other city over there, town, whatever, should we check it out? We should, because you never know what they have planned over there. Let's send our boy over there. We got some other people.
This tab shows all fleets available for recruitment in the selected port or fleet. Their available movement
So we
points,
got
current status,
a fleet
and ship numbers.
en
They
route
can be sorted by each of
to
those
drop our
headings.
dudes off.
Ports do not just facilitate overseas trade. Upgrading to a dockyard also allows naval vessels to be built. Note that ships
So
can
that's
also be
cool.
ordered
You
directly
see how you can
to
do
fleets
that.
if
Like I can
commanded by an
order
admiral.
ships straight to the fleet. That's awesome. Right now we just need the fleet to drop off their boys and we can... Okay, we got
This
that.
tab shows all existing buildings in the selected town or city.
Now you
Mouse
see
over
all the
them.
red around us
This
and you
panel
see
enables
that they
you
don't
to
like
view the
us.
state of diplomatic relations between nations. Select a nation by clicking on their flag. Their allies, enemies, protectorates, and trading partners are displayed at the bottom of the panel. Use the arrow buttons to toggle the map between display of the selected nation's opinion of their... What one nation thinks of another is characterized by diplomatic relations. Very friendly, friendly, indifferent, unfriendly, and hostile. These diplomatic relations are asymmetrical though, so be aware that what your nation thinks of another may not be the same as their views on your own.
So we need to do what we can with Russia real quick because these guys over here, Denmark, are no joke.
A source of tall timber is essential for building and maintaining a navy, and your nation is blessed with all the required natural resources on its very doorstep. Developing your timber production capabilities will also provide a valuable source of income from those nations without their own supply.
I need a second
This panel
college.
is used to research new technologies that will enable your nation to gain advantage over its rivals. To begin, simply select the
We
item
got a scholar
you wish
in
to
there.
research. The presence of a gentleman or scholar will speed up
We need
the
that
process.
second college immediately. And then we need to upgrade the joint to university. It says on there that there's like a technology tree for that too. So I think it's utilitarianism or something. Empiricism is the one you need to get the college, upgrade the school to a college. And so after you do that, you need to upgrade the college to a university. So we're working on that. But I need two of them because one is not going to cut it. These guys are going to outpace me. Especially places like Russia and France and all these other joints who have colonies. They got multiple universities working on multiple things. I don't like that. I also don't like how that fleet is just floating there like it's going to do something. I got to check out the contents of that joint. Oh, and having a spy out there helped, because now we can see he's moving. Alright, he's holding the front. Alright. You see, that's the colonies and stuff. Usually it would show you something. See, it only shows you stuff that you can see. And that fort is just as good as mine. I want it. I want that fort. Not yet though, not yet though.
Your nation could greatly increase its trade income by sending merchant ships known as Indiamen to other continents. There are special trade theatres off the coasts of Africa, South America, and the East Indies. Merchant ships are constructed at trade ports. Once built, simply sail
So we need
to a
to
trade theatre to begin.
construct some of these trade vessels and assemble the crews so they can actually get out there and start trading.
Click on any area of the radar map to snap the map directly to that area. The plus and minus buttons in the bottom left allow you to zoom to any area. The arrow buttons shift the map view to the other campaign theatres. This panel gives information about how a building's effects work in the game, along with a detailed description of its function. Some buildings allow you to construct other, more advanced
To be
ones,
honest, often
so
a lot
it's
of these
worth
buildings
looking for
increase
information
your
here and
income
checking
for the
building
region
facts.
dramatically, and that's a big deal. But then at the same time, you gotta check the effects, because if it increases your income dramatically, but it also increases unhappiness, then you should be weary and make sure that you build another building to counteract that level of unhappiness, or upgrade your government, because that's what I did in the beginning.
Your region
Reinforcements
is the central city for control
coming
of
through.
the region. Empire Total War differs from previous Total War titles by having buildings spread throughout a region in towns and ports, rather than being concentrated solely at its capital. Notice that there are slightly different buildings available for construction in the region capital than in towns.
We're interrupting
reflecting
that.
its
We're
position as the
interrupting that.
region's administrative center.
No more construction for you. Go home, boys. Workday's over. Alright. We need them to be healthy. And I'll just send you straight here, because I don't think you're going to go where you're supposed to. Got them reinforcements coming through. And we need to reinforce that guy.
This tab shows all units
Where are
available for
oh, it's under construction. Okay, I was going to say, why can't I use a good cannon?
This
This would just do everything but the cannons right now. We'll recruit
they
everything
also
but the
act as
cannons, because our
deterrent
cannons are
for any
trash.
rebellious tendencies
The ones we
among
have
the
right now.
population.
The facility's being upgraded. Chill out, everybody. The facility's being upgraded. Everybody chill out. Now, infrastructure. Remember, y'all. Trade. Infrastructure. Specialized buildings dispersed around the area of control. That's what you got to do, apparently. Because when you especially if you upgrade trade and infrastructure,
This panel shows you the information about an agent working for your nation. His name, position on the map, personality traits, and attributes relating to his
I think
military
we're gonna
abilities are
infiltrate
all
this
listed,
guy.
along with details of any ancillary characters in his entourage.
no, we're gonna see if we can. I don't know if 41% is
Clicking on
good
the
or not.
assassinate button means your agent will
I don't know if
attempt
that's
to
a
kill
good number or
another agent
not.
upon arrival at his destination. As with all subterfuge actions,
No,
there is a
we're not gonna
percentage
do that.
chance of success,
Keep him on that mission.
and failure may mean capture and execution.
Send him down. This guy is regrouping. Now the thing is, we can't leave Moscow unmolested, but we also can't let this place become the forward operations center.
An army
'Cause you
without
see,
a general can have a brigadier
They
promoted
ain't
directly
looking
from its
too
ranks.
strong, but they could easily
Simply
become stronger when Russia reinforces them and then uses them to take the top half of our country. We can't let that happen. So I think we're going to have to take that city. We got the troops underway right there on the boat. We initially thought that we might need them to reinforce St. Petersburg, but now we're not going to do that. So what we ended up doing was we're reinforcing our flanks, right? St. Petersburg is the front of the is the war front right now. It's the tip of the spear, but we know that we shouldn't be ignorant of the threat that Denmark plays or poses, right? So we got to keep a real eye on them. Look at all that. See? As Prussia sails through. Prussia's friendly with me, by the way. So if I wanted to get down and start fighting right away, then I could have just joined up with Prussia. But I'm not. I'm trying to mind my business, and then they jumped on me. Just like the meme said, right? Apparently, minding your business. And not bothering other people. bothers people. Alright, so this guy's, oh no, we can't let that happen. He's about to go over there and regroup. He's going to form a new invasionary force. He's got a city right there that he can recruit from, and he's got recruits trickling in from the major ports. I think they got troops coming up from Ukraine, which is a part of Russia during this time. So we are looking at it sideways. Like, I don't know about that.
In Empire Total War, buildings are spread throughout.
And this city just won't grow. I need more options.
Rather than being concentrated solely at its capital, as in previous Total War titles. This means careful strategic planning and garrisoning is required. Planning your construction needs is essential to a successful empire. Buildings of education further the research and acquisition of new technology. Industrial buildings facilitate trade and return income. Barracks increase the numbers and quality of available units. Inns, theaters, etc. keep the population.
I wonder how you can increase the population, though. I know food is one and taxes is another, but taxes is nationwide, and I don't really know how we feel about lowering taxes right now, considering we are in the midst of a potentially expensive war against Russia and then eventually against Denmark. Remember, Denmark also has Iceland out there. So we're looking like maybe we could take this other city over here. Trying to see the name, I forgot the name.
Upgrading the road system within a region will increase its trade capability.
That's interesting. I always forget about the fact that when you upgrade the road, it increases the income.
Do not concentrate the construction of military buildings within a single
That's exactly what I told y'all just a second ago. Make sure that you have your stuff all over the place. And see, we gotta hurry up and get to this spot. This guy's gonna make the move.
This panel shows you the information about an admiral working for your nation. His name, position on the map, personality traits, and attributes relating to his military abilities are all listed. Along
This
with
land as
details of
near
the
to him as
ancillary
possible.
characters in
Can we
his
do that?
entourage.
I don't know. Hold on. Right. Let's see. That's our spy. Can we get in? Can we assassinate? No, we failed. Okay, I mean, it's only 41%. At least he didn't get executed. Oh man, you guys really would love to see the old one. Medieval Total War, that joint Medieval Total War 2, I think that was one. It was always so clever and animated. They had a lot of different things. Like when your spy does stuff, they had a animated thing for it. It was really cool. Alright, so we have to rally everybody to stop this general. Even though he's just one guy, we gotta rally them to stop this general. He's gonna move and be in that city next turn. So we gotta do something. We gotta get there first. We gotta get there first. I don't think we're gonna fight the battle because it's just one guy. Well, we're not gonna show the battle, I mean. We're gonna fight it. We're gonna fight it. And we're gonna win it when the option presents itself. Let's see, can we get to him? First, no, we have to maintain integrity, so I need to get all of the guys moving at the same time. Them folks is in the right spot. Let me move this, I need to get this reinforcement into position without triggering the battle. You know what I mean? So those guys are close. They're not fighting him yet. And this guy, can he join him? We need him to join that guy. She's right. She's reading my mind. I need to upgrade this joint. That's why we're researching the college. Well, empiricism.
Fleets can also be made stronger by merging them together as you would armies. Simply select a fleet and
Logistics.
then right-click on another
Logistics is not boring, people. Logistics is not boring. It's exciting. Send him back where he came from. So we're gonna make this happen. Attack!
Winning a battle isn't just about greater numbers. The balance of units and the commander's ability are essential.
I don't think we're gonna fight this
Look
one.
at the strength ratio, weather, and reinforcement information before committing yourself. But beware, if you're attacked...
Well, we might as well fight it. I mean, shoot. Y'all haven't seen anybody shoot anybody this episode, and it's been 20 minutes. So I think that's what y'all want, right? You want the violence! So here we go.
During the deployment phase, you can secretly arrange your units inside the deployment zone before battle commences. The enemy general will deploy his men within the opposite area. When
Basically,
you're
we
ready
gotta
to
find
fight,
this
click on the
guy,
cross swords icon
chase
in
him
the center of the
down,
screen.
beat him up, and that's what we're gonna do. Let's get these cannons in a decent spot, and let's get these guys in a decent spot, and then we can go from there. We want him to come to us. Oh man, you know what, guys? I think next time I might make a
Pressing the space bar on your keyboard after orders have been issued displays the positions your units will move to.
Reinforcements have arrived. They are here. Shit. Appreciate y'all. Now let's hunt down this fool. He's a menace to society. He needs to be dealt with. Where's he at? General, I don't really need you doing anything crazy. You got a force with you. I need the rest of your boys to get in position. Now who we fighting? Where's this guy at? They're slowly but surely getting into position. Yeah, switch to that. Just in case, because he's a horse. And he probably tried to charge us. And if we have a regular one, then it'll be fewer bullets flying at him, and he may or may not be deterred. Now, where is he? Where's this fool? Oh, there he is. Alright, he's on the move. Meet him. Both of y'all. And cannon, don't do anything stupid. No friendly fire. No friendly fire today, okay? No friendly fire. Is he trying to get away or something? Maybe he is, because that was the whole point. He was trying to escape to that area and reinforce himself. We're not going to let that happen. Big balls, big guns, pause if needed. Hitting him with a round shot. Now, he is far from the main force, but he's getting closer to someone else, so we could probably get him. We just posted now. He's posted. You think he's safe there? Let's get him. Come on, boys. Hurry up. Yeah, now we got... Wait, no. It's just those two. Where's the rest? Yeah, there's a third one. Come on. Keep trickling in, boys. Keep trickling in. He's not going to be able to evade us all. Encircle and capture. The one thing I don't like, right? When you defeat a general in this joint, you do not get to capture the general and like hold him and be like, hey, you guys have to give me some concessions if you want your general back. The generals just die, I guess, which is pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. I'm not sure that's exactly how things work. Sometimes they live and get captured, I thought, but I guess apparently not here. Even in the new one, or in the Attila version, they had it like that. And even in the Shogun version, they had it like that. There was no ransom system where high-level officials could be ransomed. And there was preference on the battlefield to not completely delete the high-level officials. But here we go. I see him. They're about to catch up to him. You see him right there? Yeah. It's over for this fool. We are inbound, and we are not playing. We got him. It's a Russian-Swedish sandwich. They're running. Cannon, hold your fire. I don't want an incident. Oh. That's the sign that the general was eliminated. Poor fellow. Decisive victory. And that's what I was just saying. In reality, we would have just captured him. Because 8 people is not going to really fight 100.
Battle statistics are displayed here, along with a breakdown of the condition of each surviving unit in your army or navy. The button on the right-hand side...
On the contrary, you can capture ships, though.
Unit level.
And that's cool. Got him! Alright, so we all going to form up. That's looking like a decent force right there, General. And we'll make our move on this city. We're going to take this town.
In order to gain control of a garrisoned and fortified city, it's often necessary to lay siege. During a siege, your troops surround the city, either attempting to starve the defenders into capitulation or launching a heavy artillery assault.
So we're basically going to have to take this city and then pivot back towards Moscow from both the north and the west. The north and the northwest, excuse me.
This panel shows you the information about a given general working for your nation. His name, position on the map, personality traits, and attributes relating to his military abilities are all listed.
This little town over here, though, I want to develop, but I think it's being inhibited by this nation right here, and I think that's the problem. Maybe if we were the same country, we would grow better, but that kind of happens in real life. You got, like, Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, and you got Niagara Falls on the American side. Canadian side is bigger than the American side. You got similar situation with Texas and its cities in Mexico. Got similar situations with England and its cities with France, and France with its cities with Germany. One is the reason why they're crossing the border, and the other is the partner. And the partner is usually smaller than the reason.
The construction of libraries, schools, colleges, and universities enables the research of new technologies and ideas that could keep your nation ahead of its rivals. As well as producing gentlemen or scholars for research, these buildings also have the residual effect of educating them. Mines facilitate the harvesting of underground resources, such as gold, silver, iron, and precious gems, for both manufacturing and trade purposes.
So we really need to get a move on with the construction of these Indiamen. These joints need to be built and sent. Do we need to get rid of one? Yeah, because we need money for this over here. Because they said build mines because it makes money, but also you're supposed to utilize the sites. If you leave sites unutilized, that's bad governance. We're still trying to make our move towards Moscow now, because St. Petersburg is not safe as long as Moscow is held by a nation that is not the same nation as St. Petersburg. I guess that's how Moscow feels too. So I can't blame them for attacking, actually. It's real, it's legit. But you know, I wasn't going to attack them, but they didn't know that. I was just going to be a good friend to them. However, the friend they need is a friend that's going to fight their enemies, and I wasn't about to do all that. So maybe that's why they said I'm not a good friend, because a good friend to them is going to jump in the fight with them. I don't inherit enemies from y'all. Leave me alone. So we're fighting over that. That's what we're doing. The war is heating up over here, though. You see that? All of this movement. I'm worried for the Netherlands, Holland, whatever their name is in this current time. I'm worried for them. I'm also worried for the Ottoman Empire, because it looks like Russia has taken Crimea again. You know, Crimea is part of the Ottoman Empire, kind of. It's like one of their vassal states in the beginning of the game. So that means Russia must have put B to A officially. And look at these guys planning something. I don't like it. I think they might be trying to put some troops on some ships. I actually made a mistake. I can't even get any spies over there at this point in time.
As population growth is slow here, it is recommended that you upgrade farms or bring lower class taxes down. Increasing the food supply and net income of the layman will reduce the infant mortality rate, thereby increasing the population. Obedience to the system of government within a nation is measured in public order. If unhappiness begins to outweigh happiness and state repression at any point, then the resultant unrest can lead to rebellion if left unchecked. Keeping taxes at reasonable levels and leaving troops as a garrison will in most cases keep order in the region.
So in my understanding, basically, what we got to do is we need to upgrade government buildings, and more importantly, the ones that affect happiness and the ones that affect troop or artillery availability. And so I'm trying to get the armory, but I haven't researched that yet. And I'm trying to get the upgraded barracks so I can have my specialized troops, but I haven't researched that yet. So basically, I'm finding everything else that I need that I can spend money on, besides the stuff I really need, which is funny. Don't have the capability to do the stuff I really need. So let's go. We need to get the spy out of here, though, because I think if you invade a city and the spy is still in there, his survivability is like his survivability. Well, the spy's survivability is low.
The grey pips in the public order section note that agents cannot be recruited as a unit might be. They are automatically spawned. In the case of gentlemen and scholars, the rate of this spawning is dependent on the level of the educational buildings, such as universities, within your empire. For rakes, hashishin, and thuggies, the rate of spawning is linked to the level of entertainment buildings, such as taverns within your empire.
We'll move him out of here. Go do something else.
Clicking on the infiltrate button means your agent will begin spying upon arrival at his destination. If he is successful, you will be able to see more information about the buildings and troops inside. As with all subterfuge actions, there is a percentage chance of success, and failure may mean capture and execution. When attacking a fort or city, a general can demand that the defenders surrender with the honors of war.
Oh, we could take them.
Very large army
That's it?
navy spread over 2 or
Surrender.
more unit stacks
Really,
may not
bro?
be able to fight as a single force. A nation can field a maximum of
Unnecessary
20
loss of
units
life.
on the battlefield at one time. In this instance, additional units arrive for battle piecemeal, joining the fray to reinforce units that have been routed or destroyed.
Unnecessary loss of life. What the heck? They want me to fight these guys. There's barely anybody in here. Sometimes I don't know the difference between what they call a military victory and unnecessary violence, because this didn't need to happen. Russia could have minded their business. Mind you, we still haven't made our push towards Moscow yet. We need to do that. These guys are stressing me out, though. They're stressing me out. I gotta do more over here. I need to build up troops in this city. Over here. And then I need to push Russia back. And retain control of the Baltic Sea. Now, I'm tempted to just wait it out with these guys, but I really can't, because I need those troops. But the downside is, now if I just jump in there, then I'm gonna have to repair the buildings. I mean, I should just do that. I should just jump
It is
in.
possible to take a fort or city
Yeah,
without risking
because it's
a
gonna
pushed
take too
battle.
long.
A patient general
And then they're gonna send
control the fight
reinforcements.
out of the
And then they're gonna
defenders by
reinforce
laying siege for
Moscow because they
several
realize
days.
that I'm targeting
This is
it.
time-consuming, but eventually hunger or an angry populace will force a surrender.
We're not going to starve anybody. We're just going to defeat the soldiers. And then the civilian government could continue. Do whatever it was doing, except we're the federal government that they respond to. That's what's happening. All their soldiers will now be our soldiers. Their civilians will be our civilians. Not a replacement. Just military defeat and absorption. Oh, okay, I was half expecting the dude to start talking. I guess he already gave us the tutorial, so we know what to do. Get these boys lined up. So we're gonna get these boys lined up and do what to do. Where's this guy at? There's buildings in here, man. I really love this factor. I really love getting my troops in buildings and getting my horses in position near the buildings, but far enough away, and then getting my artillery in position with at least one infantry and one cavalry defending, because you hold a big building and you can pretty much survive the battle. But then again, remember, they also have artillery, so they can also just say F the building and blow it up. You gotta keep that in mind, and that's why we have our cavalry. We like to use them to harass and potentially destroy their artillery. Putting everybody in groups right now. Alright, we see what they're doing. So I'm going to put my guys in a position to win. Oh, is that me or is that them? My guy's firing too, but I'm not sure if that's impact or ignition. We're going to hit them straight on and from the side, so that way they have a hard time. I need all of my guys to be able to let loose without any risk of friendly fire. Get you out here, because I don't think they have any. Maybe they do. So in that case, maybe they do have like what do you call that? Sometimes they have like barbed wire or stakes or something like that. If they've researched that technology and they have that development in their troop, then you got to watch out. But I don't think the 60 groups have that capability. So we in here, we're getting our guys in position to fire. You see them right there. You see them right there. They're moving. What we need to do is get in position, give them a good volley, hold their attention, and then give them a volley from the flank and see how they, and then take advantage of how they react. Alright, hold on. We're trying to get in position. Hold on, guys. Forgive my ADS W maneuverability. So we see him. We see him right there. You see him? Alright. Come on, boys. Let's make a dent. They're not as well trained as you. They're just armed citizenry. They should have stayed home. They should have accepted the surrender. So the thing is, okay, we got people blinking. That's nice. We like that. Because technically we're match unit for unit, but we're not match unit for unit when it comes to numbers. So I should be able to win. Numbers and quality. I got both. Alright, I'm going to need y'all to move faster so I can just tell you to fire. You just hit. Okay, so they're doing something. They're doing something. This damage is going to increase and increase. Yeah, they're blinking. They're blinking. They're blinking. And I think... No, he's not hidden. He's not hidden. He's just chilling. Yeah, 2 of them are blinking. Come on, come on. Get that third one blinking. They said the battle is ended when all troops are routed or killed. So, there we go. I always fight these because the multiplier and stuff like that for... Oh, he's not blinking anymore? No, we gotta put the heat back on him. Come on, hurry up and reload, y'all. Y'all take too long. I always fight these because if I don't fight them, they're not that smart. Or, I mean, it's not that they're not that smart. They're always dumber than the computer. Like, whatever level the computer's on, they're dumber than it. And the easier level means that it's just slightly dumber. The harder level means it's a lot dumber. And so I just choose to fight him. Unless it's like one guy. But I did that other one when it was just one guy for y'all, because I didn't know this was happening so soon. So let's finish these guys off. Let's finish these guys off. Whoever that is in the background, they're blinking. This person is blinking. Occasionally. Now, yeah, he's blinking more now. I think I need to make a move, but remember, minimum casualties. Minimum casualties. Let's just keep firing. Oh, he's out of range. Is he out of range? I thought y'all just reloaded. Hold on. So he's running, he's running. Cannon is hitting something. I mean, it doesn't really change with technology as much as people think. Tactics may change, but still the tactic is general, not in danger. Troops put into effective ranges. Maximize offensive capability while taking advantage of their defensive weaknesses. And also maximizing offensive capability while doing your best to minimize their offensive capability with yours. So attack the thing that you think they need to use to attack you sometimes, if that means even not attacking the thing that would make them surrender. So destroying their main weapon is almost better sometimes than attacking main force or taking the city. To be honest, they rushed out of here. They should have stayed back there. My cannon is not mobile. They should have stayed in the city and made me march into the city and fight them. But I don't know, they were tripping, man. They were tripping. And now I'm putting B to A. Can I get a hit, though, with this cannon? I guess 3 guys aren't enough to push this. It's got wheels. Allegedly, that means that it moves, but I guess not. Cannon can't hit. Right. Y'all need to get closer. Deal with them out there, the ones that start to creep back into the battle. Deal with them. Deal with them. Yeah, blink. 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 Yeah, we're gonna run our guys out there, deal with them. How many of them? It should work. Forward! Forward, lads! Charge! Huzzah! Oh yeah, they done. They blinking. They blinking. Say goodnight. Now, cannon, don't you dare put anything into that formation. I would be so pissed off. I'd be so pissed off if cannon decides to friendly fire right there. Artillery, chill the fuck out. Meanwhile, we're making these guys blink. They ain't gonna make it. Both of y'all's done for. Can we get some heat on those folks? Everybody move up into an advantageous position. I guess I gotta do it manually. They're all blinking. Now, I think we did minimal damage to the city, so there should be... I shouldn't have to really fix that. I shouldn't have to really fix the city. I'm thinking, right? Yeah. Heroic victory! Yes! That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Minimal damages to our army, maximum damages to theirs, and they were allowed to surrender. So that's mine. Yeah, upgrades.
Following capture of
Give me
the
that.
city, it is important to leave an adequate garrison behind to quell unrest until both the population level and any damaged buildings are fully restored. Exempting the region from tax may also be helpful in the short term.
So we can exempt them from taxes and stuff like that. That could work. Meanwhile, we gotta hold this joint. Is that one dangerous or advantageous? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we leave it. But we'll take an eye and send it over there. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? I don't know why I had to fix that, because I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to it. I fought them outside of the city limits.
And lower orders, with different factors contributing to the happiness level of each. Rebellion becomes a risk when part of the population is so unhappy that unhappiness is the first stage on the road to rebellion.
We'll leave that because their joint about to be upgraded, and I'm gonna restore that unit.
Alternatively, the construction of industrial centers will steer your empire from subsistence
so we got
to
that.
wealth and affluence for many. However,
Thanks.
industrialization
Yeah, we get it.
The lower orders may become unhappy with the pace of change, as the introduction of new technology quickly forces them from the land into modern manufacturers.
We got it. She gives a lot of advice. It's helpful, but sometimes you already know. So, yeah. No. So we secured that spot. We secured that spot, and we stopped the Russian advance. Now, what are we going to do about that? Are we going to make our move? So we got to make our move further north, but we ain't ready. Look at that. That's a sorry excuse for an invasionary force. What is that? That's barely defense. And so we need to do what we need to do. We got to get this together. Got to get it together. All right, so let's see. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So this should help. Eventually. No, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Let's see, I go one way, I go the other way. I'll just leave it like this then. Nah. Yeah. Leave it like that. That way, is lower. And then I could just unexempt it once the city building is constructed.
This panel gives information about how a technology's effects work in the game, along with a detailed description of its function. Some technologies are essential for constructing certain buildings, so it's worth reading all the information here and checking the building browser.
She ain't lying. You find out you was focusing on this one thing, and you should have focused on the other thing because it helped you build the next level of the thing you're focusing on. It's a lot. But we gotta make our move on the Russians. Honestly, I hope that we can get our feet underneath us quickly enough, because I doubt that we're going to be allowed to fight Russia by ourselves for long before one of Russia's allies jumps on us, especially since Denmark is an ally of Russia and they already hate us. They wanted to fight us anyway. You see what I'm saying? Look at that map. Everything next to us is red
This panel is
or
used for
pink.
negotiations between nations. Available diplomatic options are listed on the left. Click on an option. Once researched, a technology can be offered to another nation as part of a diplomatic deal. A technology can be demanded as long as the other nation has already researched it. Money can be offered to or demanded of another nation as reparations for war, tribute to avoid attack, or as an act of goodwill. Use the arrow buttons to enter an amount and click on the appropriate checkbox in order to select a single or regular payment before putting forward your proposal.
So sometimes you gotta hop into this portal right here and try to find out who is willing to trade what. Often, you can broker technologies. That's what I like to do. But I'm dumb right now as a country. We are dumb. Oh, no, nothing. Every time I pop into the technology screen, they know something I don't know. And I'm like, what? No way. We can't let that stand. We gotta do better with ourselves. So now I'm out here hustling. See? They know something I don't know every single time. What? About Venice. We know the same things. But I'm at Venice. Sorry, Venice. I didn't mean to diss you, but it is what it is. I'm not happy about that. Reinforcing the Western Front. So you see, this area is hot, and if they didn't have all that money coming in from outside their country, from their colonies and stuff, they wouldn't be able to sustain this type of military engagement. Same thing with France. So they out here fighting each other, stealing from each other. You see, he just put the blockade up. But then the Dutch are on the side of the English, so they're trying to eliminate that. Let's see what happens. Oh, blockade is freed. So we don't want to be a part of all that, because we're just trying to start the trade. We don't even know, like, where is safe. Because I know when you get to a little area, trading area, there's spots, and sometimes other nations are there. They can fight with you. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, there's another. Oh, shoot. That's from the city I just took. Are we healed enough? Can we get to him before he gets to raid one of our little farms or something? Because it's hard to repair them joints.
There has been an eruption of national pride in your home region following your victories on the field of battle. Every time a battle is won, or a territory conquered, the populace become more fervent in their support of the war. This is indicated by increased happiness.
Happiness. I like how she had happiness. That's cool. Alright. So we in there. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so we got to get some way, somehow, we got to make our guys stronger in the west while still fighting the Russians in the east. This is a real difficult scenario because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what Denmark has. Because Denmark could easily slide through with an invasionary force. I seen them moving all these troops around and their little boats and stuff. And I didn't see none of them go to the west. I seen them go into the little hidden spot near their capital. What is it, like Copenhagen or something? I seen them over there, and that's what makes me paranoid. But you know what, y'all? As always, peace. I'll see y'all at the next play.